there was this conversation that like I had with someone else. I don't want to talk about it in specific. That no one ever tried to dress like you guys, and no one ever tried to like be the Clipse. I want to go back to the Mr. Me Too video because that was like one of those moments in hip hop that I vividly remember. I bought a Fuck Jive t-shirt from mixunit.com.
Wow.
Yes, it was
Yeah,
white.
yeah.
I had the Fuck Jive tee. Did you guys know like that Mr. Me Too was gonna stir up this thing that is still lingering 20 years later towards it? Like,
I'd say so. Yeah, I'd say so. I think Mr. Me Too was a very clever, um, a very clever way to put your flag in the ground for anything that you think that you started.
right.
Yeah.
And it's funny because like
And you're always gonna have an opinion.
Right, of
with
course.
something like that. So
but it's like I mean, I had Sci-Hi the Prince on
yep.
like 2 days ago.
Well, talked to
And-
him yesterday.
Yeah, he said you guys were on the phone, I think right before
Yeah.
I saw him. That's who I had the conversation about which album was better with, by the way.
Oh, really? What did he
Yeah.
say? Oh, he said Lord willing.
Yeah.
He did. I know him. Yeah.
But we were talking about how you are an integrity over everything kind of fellow. So it's like, fuck the look, fuck the clout. If it gets into like fucking with your integrity, you set it to the side or you'll take notes.
Right.
So it's funny how like you said, like planting the flag all the way back then, nothing has changed,
Yeah. No, for sure, man. I think you got to stand for something at all times.
Yeah.
I think and existing in this business, I think it's about who can stay the purest the longest, and really just owning your lane. This is how you be here for 23 years.
Yeah.
This is how you be here for 23 years. This is how you have this type of discography. This is how you can work with the best and make the best better. Like when people, we raise the bar with whoever we work with. So I think that all comes from having a standard, having integrity, and having just a real intentional plan of attack in everything that you do.
For sure. I wonder for you, Push, because It's Almost Dry was not long ago. I went to the tour. I got the merch.
Yep.
I mean, I thought it was really dope how Ye did half, Pharrell did the other half.
Yep.
I think it's up there with Daytona, personally.
I definitely think.
I think you had the best verse on the album.
I did.
But that wasn't that long ago, and I just want to know, like when it comes to like you've obviously been pretty vocal about the Ye thing. What was the specific moment where you just kind of realized you had to disassociate?
Well, I just felt like I can just remember times. I remember Atlanta, and everybody just being
Donda era.
What was that album? Was that album?
Donda.
Okay, so yeah, I would think Atlanta. Atlanta was a tough time, I feel like, and just I have an opinion, man, and I speak my opinion, and I feel like when I speak my opinion and it doesn't match, I think we kind of fell out there.
Yeah, that makes
and I
sense.
mean, I'm never not gonna speak my opinion, so it's like this ain't gonna work.
100%.
Yeah.
You guys, this Kendrick record is insane. By the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It is crazy. And it's crazy too because it's like you guys kick the album off the way you kick the album off, and then you get right into the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Got to.
What was it like? Did you guys like why? Because I listening to Kendrick's verse, I'm like, well, I don't understand why they wouldn't want this to come out. What did you guys get like an answer? Like, what was it about his verse?
I don't think it's about the verse per se. I think it's just about the optics.
Like you guys are both on in the Avengers against
basically. I feel like that's how they looked at it with all the lawsuit stuff going on. And then you have you have misinterpretations of or people just not knowing and just walking on eggshells around that whole situation, I believe.
Yeah, like you're listening to Kendrick's verse maybe, and you're like, well, maybe is that a line
Yeah,
in
exactly.
the middle of the
Exactly.
legal shit that's happening?
Right.
Crazy.
Yeah, and I think that's a narrative that needs to die also because, you know, Kendrick is out here setting precedences.
Oh,
You know, he has his own movement, breaking records. And to think that he needs to, or that we need to, or start some coalition and teaming up. I don't even like the sound of that. You can't undermine what he's doing. That man is gone, and you know he's doing what he does. So you know you can't even play me like that. We got Kendrick on the album because he's a top tier lyricist,
yeah.
and that is you know what we do. So he was like the perfect match, and to think anything else is just it's crazy.
And this
Uncivilized.
nothing new for. I mean, you and K Dot have records like
For sure.
nostalgia is
Yeah, like they got real
fucking classic.
relationships. Yeah,
For sure.
exactly.
100%. I do feel like there is like a dark force versus light force happening in hip hop right now, which sounds kind of weird. But you know, I feel like there's like certain artists who will pop up on like some goofy streamers shit to push their album. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know, it just feels like there's this like kind of, and that is the one thing I could say about however you feel about what happened with the Kendrick versus Drake thing was it felt like there was at the very least people really dove into lyrics again in a certain way.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah,
just kind of
that
saw
did
That was
happen.
great.
you kind of saw pop culture like
Split.
split a little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I saw Punch say some shit and he was like, he didn't say the name, but he's like, it's kind of weird how all the artists or all the people who speak out and jump out for a certain artist feel a certain way politically or feel a certain way, you know.
Yeah. I saw that.
Yeah. And I was like, that's kind of, I mean, obviously that's a blanket statement. It's not
Yeah.
always true, but yeah, it is interesting. Do you guys feel like, for you, like the timing of this album, it just feels like, first of all, it's one of the best rollouts I feel like we've seen in hip hop in recent years. So you guys
Appreciate
Why,
it.
now, why is it the best rollout though?
I just think that the attention to detail to every little thing. Like I feel like you guys did the print press first, right? And it was like, oh shit, okay. So
This is just all an ode to
But you-
rap
right,
and rap journalism and
Right.
music journalism and like being critiqued and putting out your music, letting people hear your shit.
right.
Like, you know,
Facing your product.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Getting
yeah.
in front of it.
Yeah,
Not throwing it and hiding. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like-
letting, and you know, just
Building anticipation, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But just, you know, just actually really just being like Malice said, being front with facing with your product, man. And I think that's something that we miss.
I agree, yeah.
Something that we miss. I mean, I do. Like I think I asked about 2 weeks ago, like, man, I wanted to see the reviews. And I think Gabe came as a PR. He came back and was like, you know, it's only like 3 publications still doing that type of thing. And I'm like, man, like,
Yeah, like we don't have
That-
the source mic system anymore.
right, like
Mhm.
man, I miss all of
Mhm.
that.
Like
And
you
I-
guys got a double XL,
right,
you know?
yeah, like I want to see all of that. I want to see
It's
all
like
of
Anthony Fantano on YouTube now. And he's
Yeah.
like that bald white dude, you know?
Yeah,
he's
no,
just
I got
like,
him. Yeah,
he's like
no,
hard eight.
yeah.
But I want to see that too.
Yeah, for
if
sure.
if you're taking the time
sure.
to critique and you know you're really you're really well versed. If you're really well versed in the music and the craft and know the
History.
know the history, you should be speaking on it. And I feel like, you know, this rollout is getting a lot of praise because we were very intentional about the people that we speak to.
Right.
Very intentional. People who have real opinions, people who can really, you know, tear it down or not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But people who know it like that.
Do you guys, I always think back because you guys had such a, I mean, you guys, a lot of people don't know who might have maybe just been Pusha T fans recently, but you guys really like went through the ringer of the music industry early, you know? Like,
yeah.
I mean, obviously the Jive thing was pretty public, but
Right.
even getting shelved at Elektra.
At Elektra, yeah.
Do you guys feel like exclusive audio footage being shelved? And it was on DSPs for a sec. I don't know what happened. It's gone.
Right.
But do you feel like it was like a obviously you guys
A
were probably disappointed
precursor?
at the time, but was it something that you guys look back at now and are maybe glad that that happened?
Uh, I think, Clips is good for rolling with the punches. You know, we navigate any situation. Even with the label trouble that just, happened with Def Jam, I don't think it would be like a Clips rollout if we didn't have some kind of issue or some kind of
Right.
problem. And I think that's the good thing about it for the fans, and that's why the fans are so important to us because they've suffered with us, having to chill and having to wait. And now that we come back together and we get to, give them this offering here, it means a lot.